Hi Verse, it's me the Angel Man here today to give you guys another video. Welcome back Verse to another segment of React With Me. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch the first video and just watching me react to some of the things that really surprised me in that first video, right? I really do appreciate a lot of the support and a lot of the attention that it got. I'm really looking forward to doing more videos and of course continuing to do the videos that I have been doing previously, shorts, Verse news, etc. And today I really wanted to use this opportunity to actually react to a video that popped up, and it really was interesting because I'm kind of curious about this, right? I haven't necessarily been in a relationship in quite a while just because I was clearly dealing with my situation, still am, and not ashamed of it or anything like that, but it is a work in progress, right? And when it comes down to kind of going out, finding a partner, doing anything like that, right? I think about that from time to time, but then this title really caught my eye on what I was reacting to, right? Which was asking women about male income. What is enough? 650,000. I don't know what the 650,000 is. Like I said, I haven't really watched it. The video is 47 minutes long. I will be editing the video down. I'm not gonna have a video that long. That's way too long for me. So I'm gonna be putting it down and obviously showing the main points of the video. I am skeptical about this because there is this whole thing going on about how men feel nowadays compared to what women want and what they expect, and the fact that this and that. It's a huge issue going on when it comes down to the internet. I'm not trying to really get involved in that. This is just out of curiosity and to see what is it that women actually do expect from males when it comes down to income. That is something to think about, as an adult. So I'm going to be giving you guys my genuine reaction and to see what it is that I'm in store for. So with that said, lovers, let's get to it. Alright, Verse, I'm a little nervous. Let's see what we're in for, huh?
What is the ideal age for a guy that you are looking to be with?
So I just turned 27, so like 3 years older than that. So I'd say between like 31, maybe 32, just depending on like when their birthday is.
So
I respect that, yeah, because my age, I'm 26 years old, right? I won't be 27 for like a little over 6 months, maybe 6 months exactly. But yeah, that's pretty decent. That's kind of my age range, really. For me, because of my age, I kind of would like to be with someone within a 3-year gap. That's for me. If they happen to be older than me, that doesn't bother me really. Maybe 4, I thought about that, maybe 4-year gap, but anything more than that, for me, I'm kind of like, nah. I kind of want to be around the same mentality level, you know what I mean? That's just where I'm coming from. So, I mean, hey, there's nothing wrong with that, right? So, just putting that out there, just for my sake.
So I'm 27 and I would say I would want them to be older. So like my range that I look for is 28 to 35.
I think anyone within 3 to 5 years either way, but probably older. And then there's people in their 30s, even in their early 30s, who act like they're so they got a bum knee and stuff, and I'm like, okay, but I don't feel broken yet. You can't go for a run with me. Just go down a weight at the gym. I don't get it. So
that is true. I will not. You know what? That is true. She is not wrong. There are plenty of guys that are pretty lazy, right? Come on. I mean, we all have our moments when we don't really feel like doing anything. There's really nothing wrong with having a solid day to yourself, you know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with having a day where you just want to sit and chill, kind of be at home, drink a soda, watch a movie, or play a game, or whatever it is you like to do. When you are with someone, you're going to have to put in the effort, right, guys? I mean, come on now. I mean, I don't blame her on that one. I agree on that.
thinking of your future, what % of the family income do you personally want to contribute? Like, do you want to be the breadwinner? Do you want to contribute 50-50? Do you want to be a stay-at-home wife or mom?
I would be comfortable contributing 50-50, but I would prefer that it be more so 40-50.
Okay.
Like me
40-60? Like you the 40, them the 60?
Yes.
Hey, I'm alright with that. That doesn't, you know what? I have no problem with that at all either. Sometimes it's okay. There are some relationships where the guy does bring in the whole income, and I don't really mind that. It's understandable. As long as the other partner, the woman, is also, or, male, depending, right? They're also doing their part, while being at home, as the male's out there doing all the work. Or even if it's reversed, same thing, if the woman is working, and if the male's also at home doing something, as long as it evens out, I don't have a problem with that. That's totally understandable. I think if it gets down to 30-70, I think it'd be fine, but to me, maybe that depends if you have kids, that's where I'm kind of like,
I never thought of this. I don't know. These weren't the things that I fixated on the most when I envisioned my partner. But if I had to throw it out there, like maybe half or a little under half, I'm probably...
We'll go 50-50 top.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I ain't bad.
So, like majority, but I would say no more than 70% of household income.
Okay,
So
yeah,
I
see?
really want to be a
70.
mom, so
That should be the limit.
To be able to take care of my kids for the first like 7 years of their life, I want to be a stay-at-home mom and be with them.
I wonder if any of these women are rich. I mean, you know, just obviously the difference between like high class and middle class and low class people, right? Middle class and low class clearly in the state where they're very similar in the way how they live. Where rich people, man, that's a different level, right? Like they be talking about certain things in a way where we're just kind of like, what? You know, I think when it comes to me, I'm barely in the middle class, right? I ain't saying like I got money like that, even as of right now, because I'm in school. I feel like when it comes to me and my family, we're just about like at the middle class, like barely there, you know? I've been in the bottom so many times, like whenever I hear somebody complain, I'm like, welcome.
Now I want to talk about your ideal lifestyle. Okay. So thinking about a house, how many bedrooms, how many square feet, what are we thinking?
I mean, I don't need anything, you know, crazy spacious, but I definitely do want a big enough home where everybody can have their own, you know, individual selves and space to feel comfortable. So just depending on lifestyle and family, at least 3 to 4 bedrooms for sure, 2 full baths, because God forbid there's more than one girl in the house, that'll be drama. And definitely like a big backyard. So at least 5 acres, you know, to roam on is what I aspire to have. And then square footage on a house, I really don't even know how to like scale something like that. I don't like.
You know what? Let's give it to this girl. You know what? That's totally cool. Like, I'm totally down for it. You know, that's my dream house as an actor, right? Because that's my career. If I was to do anything, if I was to actually be lucky and get money like that, right? Despite that, I would honestly still just want a 2-floor house, maybe like 4 bedrooms, right? You know, 1 room just for me, if possible, you know, like for an office or something. Big backyard, pool, you know, I mean, I would be fine having just 2 cars, but if I was to get 3, like, why not? You know, like maybe like 2 cars, 1 truck, that wouldn't really hurt, you know what I mean? Nice good lawn, you know, somewhere in the hills. I don't need like a major big house like all these other celebrities where you be seeing them have mansions and shit. Just like, bruh. I don't need all that extra. The point is that as long as I have enough money to support myself and my family in the future, I'd be fine with that.
Okay, and then how many kids do you want?
2 to 3. Okay. If I, you know, 2.
I'm down for that. That'd be me.
Okay.
I'm fine with 2 kids.
I know you like cars.
Yeah, if it could be anything, you know, if it's my dream, it'd probably be a Pagani BC, which is like a hypercar, but
I don't even know what that is.
Oh my gosh, they're so sexy.
A Pagani. You know what? Verse, we're gonna be doing some research right now. Let me see. Pagani. Oh, there we go. Pagani. Damn, what the heck? Okay, you know what? I'm kind of curious. How much does a Pagani car cost? Angle is 2 to 0.9. What the 2,190,000 something. Yeah, this is crazy. Why do you need a $2 million car for? Man, I knew someone that had a Ferrari and then a car broke down and literally just to replace that one car part, it took like 70 grand. This is demanding up the end. What do you need a Pagani for, man? I was expecting to hear, you know, a Chevron, a Tesla.
So that would be it.
How much is that car?
I don't even know. Probably at least like 1.5 mil for sure.
Oh my
at
God.
least. I don't
okay,
even
so
know.
what about the dream car?
Kids probably if we're financially able to, like maybe 3 kids.
Okay, 3 kids, so maybe like 4-bedroom house?
Sure.
Okay,
yeah.
and what about car? Do you care about a car?
I like my Jeep.
Okay. What about vacation?
I like her, man. I'm gonna admit, you know what? I gotta keep the sound effect open, man. Where the heck is... Play the sound effect, man.
Keeping all these things in mind, what you would like your ideal life to look like, what would you say... What would you want his income to be? If you're gonna be a stay-at-home mom...
Ooh, here we go.
What kind of range would his income be?
That's tough because I feel like I would have to like break down like how much it actually like costs to have kids and like travel and the house and all that, and I don't really know, but I think for me to be comfortable like staying at home and not working.
Okay, let's say if she's like in her early 30s for me, I think a good average income income for a male at that age should be like what? Like maybe anywhere from like 80K to like 120 for average income. That wouldn't be too bad, you know, if you're at around that age. If you're able to get a little more than that, that'd be fine too. I know the average male income has to be anywhere from like 40K like to 60. I think it's around that, right? But yeah, I just wanted to say that's my perspective.
I feel like this is gonna sound bad. I feel like 300,000. Like, I guess if they made less than that, I feel like we wouldn't have the lifestyle I wanted, so I would work.
Right.
You shit. 300,000K. That's 3 times what I just suggested.
Talking ideal lifestyle. Like, this is your dream life. 300K for you to be able to,
I think so,
be a stay-at-home mom
and not have 3 kids and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, life's expensive.
Life's expensive, but it ain't that expensive. I mean, come on now. That's just you.
I just like to preface this as saying this is not do or die. Based on where I'm at, if he makes between like anywhere from 70 to 100K, like,
I'm using this one a lot because every time I see her, I'm getting this button ready. Like, I like what she says. She's the only reasonable one. What's her name, man? Like, she's the only reasonable one here. Like, she makes me happy. Because I'm just like, wow, common sense. 300K. I can't get that out of my head.
I would have to say 127. Ideally, like, if they're in an industry where they do have longevity and they know, like, hey, every single year I'm going to get a raise between, like, 3 to 5%, which, you know, just depends. Like,
okay, unless she, all right, I like how she's saying that. Not too bad.
$500,000.
You serious?
No, you see, look at that evil smile. Look at that evil smile. She know what she's doing. She know what she's doing. That hurt. Imagine like going out on a date with someone like that, and then like she asks about your income, and you're like, I make like a good average, like a 75K a year, not too bad. And now all of a sudden, you know, then she's like, oh, well, what's the problem? Oh, I thought you made like over 300. I'm gonna be like, you know what? Maybe we should be friends. I don't know what is going on, man, but she seriously needs to bring down her standards. Why?
is that bad?
Yes.
I know that 1% of men make $500,000, or like less than 1%.
And you think you're gonna be part of that 1%? Really? Cause let me tell you something. Yes, a lot of men aren't part of that 1%, but regardless, they still make good money. Wanna know why? Because they're living very decent. I mean, you know, hopefully.
So keeping all of this in mind, we just painted your ideal life.
Yeah.
For the 27-year-old man, what would his income ideally be? Like
what would it have to be?
To support this life?
I'm scared.
Which is so funny because I saw this video the other day where it was saying like, if your wife can spend more than you make, like you need to make more money. So it really just depends. But I mean, just to have like a really decent lifestyle and you know, be supported well, like 150 maybe to 250,000 a year would be comfortable for sure.
Okay, I agree with that.
That'd be comfortable.
That's cool.
I was just having this conversation with my friend, and she was like, you have to manifest a husband, girl. Like, you have to really think about the lifestyle that you want to live when it comes down to vacations and how many kids you want to have. Just like the lifestyle that you want to have. And I feel like, ideally, my husband needs to be making like 650,000. I feel like...
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
So that's what the title is for. What makes you think you're worth $500,000? Where is the why? You know what I'm saying? Where's the why? That is so fucking demanding. 650K, that's like 2 doctors, maybe 3 doctors' salary right there. You know what I'm saying? 650K, like you have to be over 650K. Now that's just fucking conceited. I'm sorry, I ain't trying to be rude. That is incredibly demanding. Like she had to have grown up rich. And if not, then that's where I'm kind of like, where did that come from? And I thought 300 was bad. She just doubled that. Shit, it's like she's trying to go for Bill Gates, Elon, Trump money. No wonder I was seeing so many thumbnails of people face palming and everything. I was like, is the video that bad? I was like, whoa. It's not terrible. Like, some of the women here are actually pretty decent with what they want. Like, especially one in particular. But some of the, like, at least maybe 2 or 3 of them are, like, really over the top of what they want. I'm thinking they have to have grown up rich. They've had to.
What do you think is the median income for age 31?
As of right now, I think it's probably like between mid 50s, maybe 60.
It's $45,000.
What the fuck? What was that? What? Like, sorry, I didn't realize we were supposed to have more money for you. Oh my goodness. Let me see. You know what? Now I'm curious. The time to go back on Google. Okay, here we go. What is the average income in the U.S.? Let me see. The minimum American worker brings home an estimated $54,132 a year. Salary figures vary significantly depending on the location, education, and other factors. So yeah, so anywhere from an average income will be around from 45 to maybe 60 grand. That's an average income. Possibly even 70. But damn, did you see the look on her face?
I don't know, maybe 80?
It's actually $41,000.
You're lying.
For a 27-year-old.
I just feel like everything is so expensive nowadays. Like, I guess yeah, that's fine. No worries. Cut it in half.
So 70 to 100 is above the median.
Well, somebody's gonna have a sugar mama.
Not 300,000. I mean, the median. I'm gonna guess like, I don't know. Is it like 80?
Stop the cap.
I don't like this one. That's where I'm coming from, man. Her expectations are so high for thinking that men make that much money. I mean, don't get me wrong, I wish, you know? Like, I wish minimum wage was like at $80K a year. That would be great.
500K, but what do you think the median income is for a 30-year-old?
Getting ready.
60K? 70K?
Okay, you're close. Okay.
50K.
It is $45,000.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah. That's the median. Now what would you guess if you had to the top 25% of men or people at age 30?
Well, if that's the medium, then the top 25, like 60?
73. And then what about the top 10% of men?
100?
Close, 108. What about the top 1%? Top 1% of men at 30.
Well, I thought it was 500,000, but you said no, so 400,000.
338.
For a 42-year-old?
32-year-old.
32-year-old.
The age that you chose.
I'm gonna go with probably like 85K.
It's $48,000.
Why are they all so shocked? Like, I don't understand that. Like, that's where I'm kind of, like, skeptical, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I'm kind of like, what is the deal? You know? I mean, you know, let me put it this way. 45 to 60K average salary for a male, especially if he happens to be either living with someone or he's living by himself, ain't too bad if they're spending their money correctly. I mean, we wish, right? We wish we could make more money like that, but that's just not how it works, especially here in California. You know what I mean? I mean, we get paid more here in California, sure, but that don't mean rent's cheap. Come on now.
If I was making significantly less than a partner, it would make me feel insecure, like I wasn't on the same level as them. And not that I'm trying to like be the, you know, super equal with my partner, because I can be submissive in some areas. I feel like that would just, I couldn't maintain a relationship with a person.
Like you would think maybe that they were looking elsewhere.
I think that men that make this much money just want a woman that's really easygoing, really laid back, probably doesn't have much of an opinion that's different from their own. I'll never be that woman. I'll always argue, you know, a difference of opinions because it's fun to me. So
yeah, okay, finally something we agree on. Okay, you know what? That's cool. I'm totally down for that. You know what? I'm totally down for that. Yeah. If I was to really be with someone, I wouldn't really mind if they actually had like a different opinion from me. It would make for great conversation, really, you know what I mean? I mean, not to argue, but just to talk, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it would get kind of boring from my perspective if you were to all agree on the same thing, you know what I mean? I mean, on something, sure, but you don't want to do it for everything. Otherwise, in a way, it might not be interesting. I know some people are fine with that, you know, a good, calm relationship, and that's what I would like too. But, yeah, you know, there's nothing wrong with having a discussion about something here and there, as long as it doesn't get too heated. You know, that's just how I see it. But, yeah.
Want. End all be all.
I just think at this stage in my life, because I'm 24, and I've dated a few guys, and I that's still a goal of mine. Maybe if I was like 30 and, you know, my fertility clock was ticking and I needed to make some compromises to kind of like settle down with somebody, then I would probably be able to do that. But as of right now, that is still...
She don't know what she wants. I mean, I'm gonna be real. She don't know what she wants. She didn't think that through. The only thing that I could tell that this girl was thinking about was just income. Clearly, I don't think she really thought it through, and that's fine. You know, we're not gonna really know what we're gonna want until we're actually with someone. So I totally get that. But I mean, I would rather you just say I don't really know right now. I didn't think that far ahead. Maybe I'll know when I get there. Than you making a big guess. Otherwise, you're gonna look foolish.
Yeah, no, I'm not too fixated on the salary. I still want to be comfortable and hopefully have some of the things that I wasn't able to have, you know, go on trips and have kids and have them well taken care of. So whatever that means. It's a cliche saying, but like my best friend growing up, she came from a family of 8, also a blended family like mine, and her mom always said you always make things work. So I'm like actually not even worried about it, because I think if you just think that I'm gonna make it work, we're gonna make it work.
Okay. Oh my god. You know what? Hell yeah, man. I like her. I would love to meet her, man. That is a reasonable woman. Like, look, let's not worry about it right now. When we get to it, we'll get to it. And when we do, we'll make it work somehow. Bruh. I'll end it here. This is definitely an interesting discussion to be had, you know. I know not all women think like that. Clearly, you know. I mean, there was this one girl there that was totally awesome about how she was running things, about how she would want things, excuse me. But watching this, is definitely an eye-opener, you know, to definitely know, you know what, if you don't know anything about income, if you don't know anything about the average salary or anything, you know, let this be an eye-opener for anybody, you know, male or female, to, you know, kind of pay attention to that. If it's ever a discussion that you know that if you're with someone in particularly that you might discuss in the future with. But yeah, if you don't know anything about that, right, which clearly is what I saw here, you really wouldn't want to make assumptions, because then your expectations is going to be way too high. Don't get me wrong, I also understand that, you know, a majority of what they're saying here, these are things that they would like. I mean, who wouldn't want a nice home, you know, nice cars and anything? I totally understand that, but you don't want to, you know, come off in a particular way where you feel like that has to be your lifestyle. You would need to date a CEO to be making like income of 300K to like even higher, to my knowledge. Yeah, Verse, that's just me. Let me know what you guys think about this. You know, I saw that this video was getting a lot of heat. I just saw people's thumbnails like just looking so upset with this in the background. Now I know why. But with that said though, Verse, let me know what you guys think about this. You know, do you guys agree? Do you guys disagree? If you do, cool. If not, let me know. I'll be happy to hear. So with that said though, Verse, you guys like what you saw to me, favorite, hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification for more content as always. Look forward to the next video, Verse. And with that said, have an awesome day, and really happy to be doing more of these videos. These are really fun to do, you know, really fun to do and talk about. I already have an idea of what I might do for the next one also. So with that said though, Verse, have an awesome day. Later, Verse.